Hello internet friends, so a new trailer has dropped for Star Wars Squadrons. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's a cinematic trailer. Hunted it's called. So I thought it might be fun to have a watch of it together and analyse it as we go. That's the kind of thing you do on YouTube. And as I say, my channel being Star Wars related, it's a good thing to have a look at. I'll save it to watch it with you guys. Alright, so let me switch my camera. You can actually see the screen. Let's go. After the Battle of Endor.
All squadrons, on me.
Recognize that, recognize that.
Formation. It's not over yet.
Captain, the station is lost. Call off the attack.
Shit, gotta go home.
Squadrons, disengage.
It's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if it's going to switch. It's like from the perspective of the Empire.
Another retreat.
All fighters, return to the Overseer for extraction. Captain, come in. This is Titan 3. I'm pinned down.
Come on, we still have time.
Damn rebels.
We're not handing the enemy one more destroyer, Captain. The Overseer is leaving. I'm not gonna make it.
This is really interesting. It's like seeing things from the Imperial perspective.
Thanks, Greg. I thought I was done for.
Get to the hangar, pilot.
Oh no.
All stations, light speed on my mark.
That's definitely. Shut up and just shut up and watch. Quick, come on! Oh no. No! Wow, you know, you think it's the Empire, they leave the people behind, but what choice did they have? It's like, it's really interesting. This is the kind of thing.
That's it. On your way.
Sorry, half finished thoughts halfway through. Don't make a sound. This guy, this rebel tryhard, it casts the rebels in a different light, doesn't it? Like this guy who's searching through there for stragglers, who just wants to make the kill. And the TIE pilot in this case is the hunted. It even makes the rebel guy look a little bit merciless. Oh, nice! I don't think we've seen that before. Fly through the upper atmosphere. Oh.
Enough of this.
I'm not sure what happened there. I need to take that. I need to turn that back. goes your R2 unit. That looks like the first level on, well, not the very first level, but the first planet you go to in Fallen Order. Oh, cool dude. With or without helmet.
War's over. Imp.
What is that? You hear the music there? Is that like the hero version of the Imperial March? Ditched.
War's over. Imp.
Come in. Calling Titan Leader. Gray, do you read?
It's not over yet. Not for me.
Nice. He means business. And I'm looking forward to this game. So I think in the from what I was reading, the story missions switch between the two different squadrons, but it's really cool to see the Imperials get as much kind of story in their perspective. That was what I was really hoping from the campaign version of Battlefront, the war from the Imperial perspective, but they kind of didn't do that. A couple of missions in, spoilers if you haven't played the campaign for Battlefront 2, the Imperials switch sides, so you're basically rebels at that point. They're defectors from the Imperial side. I really hope they don't do this and do that in this, and from what I've read and now from this trailer, it seems like they're not going to do that. I mean, it all looks very, very cool.
1 minute.
The stuff that was jumping out at me most of all was, you know how they they're really, let me turn it down a little bit, like focusing on the controls inside the ship, and from the screenshots I've seen, I don't think this is just like, this is what it looks like in the trailer. This is a TIE pilot, TIE control panels and stuff for the trailer, and then you go in the game and it's completely different. These are the controls that you'll see in the game, which I'm absolutely loving. Like, it adds that sense of realism. I remember reading like Michael A. Stackpole, who wrote the books, the X-Wing books, talking about how he came to read them and how much of what he wrote in his books was based on playing the X-Wing games and them being really specific about how the ships fly and fleshing out the technology side of things. And if they can do that, update that process with this, with you know, from a modern perspective, and really nail down how do you fly a TIE fighter, how do you fly an X-Wing, that'd be really cool.
I'm not gonna make it.
This is this whole, I just get my thoughts out here, this whole idea is really interesting in that it's not unusual for a Star Wars gamer to think of playing an Imperial and sympathizing with the Imperial side. And also in movies, in novels, comics, they've done stuff from the Imperial side, but it still feels really weird when the mainstream computer games, I guess, big budget computer games like this, and the films go this route, it makes you slightly uncomfortable because although you've read about it, you've imagined it when you're playing the Imperials in, say, Star Wars Galaxies, to actually see it presented cinematically is very interesting, and it gives me a strange feeling of novelty, but also weirdness in that the rebels are being portrayed as somewhat merciless bad guys. I'm not used to it. I don't think anyone is used to it, not portrayed in this particular way. It's like that, you know, if you watch that anime TIE Fighter cartoon of a couple of years ago that was a fan-made thing. That thing. Ah, shit. Sorry. Like, I'm assuming those readouts are kind of, that is what you will see when you're hit there. I wonder if it's that segmented in the game so that when you take damage there, it actually shows up. I know there are some videos I could look at for that kind of thing, but I don't want it spoiled. I've kind of not looked at some of those long gameplay videos too much because I don't want every minute detail to be spoiled for me. So yeah, and this bit. So hitting the, well, that's something we've learned from this. Hitting the golf balls on top doesn't stop them going into hyperspace. Yeah, very cool. It's an old sci-fi staple. Turn off all the power so they can't read you at all. Don't know what's the next bit that kind of jumped out at me. It's a very detailed trailer, and not all. I mean, it's mostly combat, isn't it? But so there you have the confidence to sort of have that little dip there halfway through. I just think that is very dramatic. When they show ships doing something you've never seen them do before, it's like the first time we see the Millennium Falcon doing its atmospheric turns and stuff for the Force Awakens. That was something that I was going to point out. Like the missiles in the original trilogy, they're kind of like a glowing blue ball, aren't they? Photon torpedo. Whereas this looks slightly different. I wonder if that is a different kind of missile. Wow, we're going super geeky here, but curious. Or do they just look different in atmosphere? And I wasn't sure what he does here. What does he do to stop it? He like turns. So that's the missile heading towards him, because I assume this is an ability. This is something you can do in the game. So he like, I thought he turned his torpedo turret round and fired another torpedo, but it seems like he directed something like a charge at it, like scrambled the sensors and sent it back towards the X-wing, right?
Enough of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what he's doing. Like an advanced form of scrambler or something. God, this rebel, yeah, they really portray him like he wants blood. He's desperate to kill this guy. It's brutal as well, isn't it? Mind you, that does happen in. So do you think that looks so similar to that first level where you start exploring in Fallen Order, doesn't it? I wonder if that is significant, if there's something on this planet, because at the end there's like a load of burning wreckage that's more than a... Oh no, it's falling from the sky, isn't it, of course? That is that planet, right? This is great. I like the little exchange on the comms. When he reveals his face, he just looks like a badass, samurai badass. Oh, I can't wait for this game.
War's over. Imp.
Listen. Yeah, that's about as heroic as the Imperial March gets. This calm bit at the end is really good, He resigns himself. It's all over. It's almost like a Force. It's almost like a Jedi moment, isn't it? It's just interesting to turn things on their head and stick to your guns. Don't do a U-turn. Stick to it. We'll see the two different sides. You can do two different sides of something and have a little bit of nuance and have people pick sides. You know, from his point of view, you know, he's serving the legitimate government of the galaxy, and these rebels have destroyed everything, and he's got to somehow pick up the pieces. Keep going. It's good. Does he say? What does he say? Tie leader, or is it the call sign of a particular group?
Calling Titan leader.
Typhon?
It's not over yet.
Just as a Star Wars fanboy, puts the helmet on there. What a great final shot! You see the TIE fighters in this reflection of his visor there. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Nuance, a little bit of nuance. I mean, we say nuance, but it's not like anything that hasn't been explored in some aspects of Star Wars, but to see it writ large with high production values, the idea of, no, we're really going to explore the other side here and show two different perspectives. I'm sure there's lots of stuff that I missed. I really enjoyed the trailer, and it just makes me looking forward to the game. I don't think we've got much longer to wait for it anyway, so that's cool. Let me know what you saw and what jumped out to you. I enjoyed watching it. Hope you enjoyed watching it with me. See you in the next video. Bye.